Hello, Barry Anderson from Trade Ideas with what makes this edition of What Makes This Trade Great. Okay, it's funny because I had three I could have chosen. I'm actually going to go over all three of them, but this BCRX. So the general theme always is there news? Is there news? Is there news? Is there news? Now, I pay attention to news if I consider it's devastating news. Now, what happened with BCRX is that they paused their enrollment in their clinical trial, their clinical their study. I don't know what drug they're trying to test, but they basically paused the enrollment. And look what happened. I mean, this is at 9:15. This is just before the market opened. I mean, this stock was sitting at $18. Look at that candle all the way down to 1206. Okay, 1206. Now it did rally. It came back up to 14. This is when the market opened. But then, and I thought it might happen, I've got this beautiful little scan called the 10-day daily breakdown, and all three of these worked awesomely. But look at the BCRX. We had an alert right at the open at 1356. 1356. So I'm going to click on that, and you can see there was the arrow. Okay, that's just telling me on the 15-minute candle where, what candle, or on the 15-minute, that's the candle that it occurred. 1356, way up here, okay? Now, I did not take it until it broke down underneath 13, but even then, look at this, 1167 it got down to. And that was a little bit below. I was wondering if it was going to be able to take out the pre-market low, and it did. The pre-market low was about 1204. But I mean, what made the trade great, of course, is the devastating news. I mean, when you see news like that, a lot of times you'll see, and these are bios, you get some bad news with a bio. Other bad, horrible news can be a CEO abruptly resigning, things like that. So, I mean, this one. But from my scan itself, now this may disappear. I don't know if my chart's going to disappear. But look at LXP at 1360, okay? 1360. What did it do from 1360? There it is, 1360. It got down to like 1270, 1270. These are great percentage moves, and it did pop up, but even the KZR, 1596, we had the alert at 1596, way up here. It got down to 1449 before it popped. I mean, if you're an intraday trader, these are awesome looks, okay? And, yesterday, we had Rite Aid, RAD, we had a couple of others in this daily breakdown. Now, some of them on the daily breakouts are working too. I don't follow them as much because I just find that the daily breakdowns are much more catastrophic. But if I look at MDVL, we had an alert at 227, at 940. What did it do from there? 227. Before it started chopping around, it got up to 260. Not bad. And this is one that I did take, the BFRI. Very, super choppy. But on that alert, 1517, it popped up to 542 before it dropped. This was actually an earnings play, so I thought maybe this pre-market high would prove to be a magnet, and it might continue. It just didn't do it. I mean, very choppy. But I have to admit, I pay way more attention to the ones that are on the 10-day daily breakdown. Usually, it's because there's some really rotten news, okay, and you just try to take advantage of it. So, again, you want my scans? If you do, well, first of all, you have to be a subscriber, of course, and I'm sharing those scans and many more. All right, I want to get back into the trading room, so if you have any questions for me, email address you can use. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll open the room Monday morning at 8 o'clock. Bye-bye.